Morning comes to the beautiful Rhineland-Palatinate region of southwest Germany, and with it the mist rises through the steep valleys. I've come here to learn more about one of Germany's most celebrated exports, wine.
The wine drinking tradition is in the Rhine Valley and in the Moselle Valley, where you have all the very high priced and very famous Riesling wines.
I think the wine regions here in Rhineland-Pfalz are well known all over the world. You find different wine regions, like in the Pfalz, where the people producing probably more structured wines, and also you find in the Moselle Valley, in the more northern part of the state, also great wines, and they are different, but they are all unique by its own, and this is something very, very interesting, especially here in the state. There are many wine makers, wine producers, which want to focus more and more in producing high quality wines.
In our region, in the Middle Rhine Valley, you have to try the Riesling, because it's one of the wonderful grapes you'll find around the world.
It's a very light, fruity style of wine. It's not something overloaded, overbodied. It's still something very elegant, very fresh.
Germany's tradition of winemaking dates back to the Roman Empire, at which time Mainz was a key military outpost. This bustling riverside city is now the capital of the region and a must-see destination to take in the area's history. These are the impressive cellars of wine producer Kupferberg. The labyrinth of tunnels that run over 7 floors hold literally thousands of bottles. But enough of the history, I've come here to taste.
If you are interested in wine tastings, it's wonderful to find in nearly every small village some winemaker which open the doors for you and show their collection to you.
Okay, George, I'm just going to hand this over to you because I've actually never been inside a press room, and it's like, for me, like a science experiment.
It is a little bit like a science experiment. Yeah, what we see at the moment is that the fermentation happenings in the tanks, the sugar and the juice they're producing, the alcohol, and this is what you see over there in the tanks. If the carbon dioxide goes out, and then you hear these bubbles.
How many litres of wine are being made in this room?
So our annual production is around about 150,000 litres per year. But this room is not everything. There are some more in the more traditional and the older part of the winery, where we're producing our more traditional style of winemaking.
In Germany, every little region has the specific traditions, specific wines, even cuisine and so on. And it's very interesting to have a look inside, behind the curtains, to see what is the life about in the specific areas.
So this is the old part of the winery, and here, especially in these old barrels, we're producing also a lot of our also Riesling. In the wooden barrels, the surface from wood is something totally different if you compare it with the surface of stainless steel. Stainless steel is completely smooth, and the surface of wood is a little bit more structured. And the same happens with wines. In stainless steels, the wines are more smooth, more straight, and with a wooden structure, the wine are more complex. If it's outside pretty warm, then you enjoy a pretty light, fresh style of Riesling. If it's rainy, it's cold, then you want to have a more structured style of Riesling. You need something which warms you up. So it depends on the day, on the weather. It's so different.
My favorite is Riesling Winzersekt. This is a sparkling wine of our region. It's made like the champagne with the méthode champenoise, but it's 100% Riesling, and it's so mineral, fruity, and the mousseux is so fine. Everybody has to try this.
I don't know what it makes us special. We want to produce wines we like, and hopefully we find customers which also like the wines.
So if you thought German wine was all about sweet, mass-market whites, then think again. The Rhineland-Palatinate region produces some of the freshest, crispest and most delicate wines I've ever come across. And to taste them against a backdrop of scenery as dramatic and as beautiful as this is surely a match made in heaven.